Hey everyone, this is the CE Tool Den. We had a glitch over here with the audio, so it didn't come out. But we're going to be doing a tool haul on a Snap-on and Mac Tools tool truck for the month of January, first couple of days of February. So this is what we're going to do. In the meantime, I'm just doing and narrating myself and everything that we did in this video and shown in this video. This is all the stuff that we got for the month of, pretty much the whole month of January. And it's kind of a bummer we couldn't save the audio. I don't, for some reason the audio showed up. So this is what we got. So we're gonna start off with the Blue Point bits here. This is gonna be a set of 3-inch bits. I needed it for my bit holding screwdrivers because I wanted like for my Klein ball grip screwdriver. I needed something. This is made in China, but you know, it's got just about everything I needed in there for the bits, except for a couple of them. So I ended up adding a square number 1 and square number 2 because they didn't come with the square 1 or 2. But I added them in there from Harbor Freight bit, and I also added a Bosch P2R2 bit, so I can do electrical work in there. So it came out awesome with this set. Everything's made in China, so but it's a good quality. They got the whatever factory that they got, they made them to Snap-on specifications, so I'm not worried about the quality or anything like that. And I can always get more from the tool truck if I needed to. And I mean, it's a great bit. It comes with all hexes, socket, quarter-inch socket bit holder, Phillips, slotted, and Torx. One-shot deal over here, and it's a really nice set. As we continue, whatever, I don't even know what I'm talking, I'm rambling about, but whatever. This is frustrating, not being able to just have to narrate my own video because it was a horrible situation with, we didn't have any audio. So something must have happened with the camera recording. So next up, we're going to be showing the Snap-on locking pliers. These are actually the ones that were Malco, rebranded Malco. And I was dumb and never bought the Malcos. So we have the curved jaw and straight jaw in 7-inch. And we have the straight jaw and curved jaw in 10-inch. I was dumb and not to have jumped on the Malco bandwagon when they were still selling them for like 35, 38 bucks. But now I have to pay the Snap-on prices, but I still love them. The best locking pliers in the world, bar none. These are made in the USA. They're the cream of the crop when it comes to locking pliers. I have a lot of locking pliers, but I really, really love them. The quality is up there, and it's a good thing that Snap-on bought all the tooling and everything that from Malco company and are able to produce them on their own. So it gives people a chance to get these models and show you what the best of the best is. Right now I'm looking, it's on back order, but I'm getting the needle nose locking pliers, but they're currently not available just yet, so it's on back order. And as soon as it comes in, I'll talk to my Snap-on guy, we'll get it ordered, and I'll have those in the shop. But in the meantime, great locking pliers, really awesome. I'm glad I got them. They work phenomenal. You know, they tested very well. Here's secondly, we're going to be doing the Talon grips in the 5-inch. So these are the 5-inch Talon grips. Absolutely needed them. So from my last 2025 haul that I did for the best tools I got, I ended up getting the 7-inch Talon grips, and I do have the 9-inch in the Icon. I think at some point I might get the 9-inch Snap-ons, but those are the 7-inch right now Talon grips, and really good. Like pretty much my everyday shop pliers, needle nose pliers. I use my other brands in my bags, so I don't bring this in my tool bags unless I have to. But I normally bring my Kleins or Craftsman or Cobalt stuff or Doyle, whatever brands in my tool bag. And I like to leave these here, but I will take them or the Icon ones on the job the little 5-inch pliers are always going to be with me in my EDC kit. So I put those in my EDC pouch kit. I like those 5-inch pliers. I mean, it was an obvious transition to get these pliers after having the success I had with the Icons and the 7-inch. I use this, like I said, the 7-inch so much, and I really like the green handles. So I ordered the green handle on this. It is absolutely amazing. Such a nice little set of pliers. Very useful. I probably use it once or twice a week out of my EDC pouch. It stays in my EDC pouch the whole time, and it's been a pleasure to have and a good investment. So secondly, we have the high leverage pliers by Snap-on. I've been wanting these for a long time too. You know, I seen the people using these on the steel beam and holding themselves up from the steel beam hanging off. That's how much of a leverage you have, and they're like a slip joint, so you can adjust the position there. They are absolutely amazing, and people use them to cut the pennies and or fold the pennies because of that high leverage. Whatever kind of engineering they put into this is absolutely amazing. I can't believe that I actually have this now. It's been awesome. I'm glad I have a Snap-on guy. All right, what is next? And I guess we're still talking about the pliers as I continue to narrate the lack of okay, here's my favorite. I love mini pry bars. Mini pry bars, I had to get the Snap-on kind, so I got the straight one and the little slight angle one, but also I ordered a different one that just came out like a couple of months ago, 2-3 months ago, and they finally came in. I wanted the green ones, so I ordered the green, and I use this in my everyday carry pouch, and this is the one that I got. Like, it's awesome. It's a 90-degree pry bar, and let me tell you, it came in really handy. It's got a magnet at the end, at the tip of the handle, the top of the handle, and I had a busted vacuum cleaner, and I needed to use a pry bar to get the bearing out, and I used that 90-degree, and it really did the job. And here is the magnet at work. Look how good it lifts up the locking pliers. It's like, and that's heavy. That's the 7-inch. Let's see what it does to the 10-inch. Oops, little slip. There we go. I have to give a little bit of a help there, but guess what? That magnet is strong. And now I'm telling you guys that those locking pliers are heavy, absolutely heavy. And what a great pry bar. I mean, that I need to get the Tecton ones too, the 6-piece. I love the Tecton. So we have this little pocket screwdriver here from Snap-on that we also got a little pocket clip. And the good thing about this is, as little as it is, it's great for EDC. That's why I got it. It's got a 1/4-inch hex, and one of the reasons I got this bit set is partially for this little screwdriver, among others. So here's an example of what you can do. So this is a mini pocket screwdriver that's double-sided, and it runs on a magnet. There's no locking mechanism in there, so you just slide it and it just magnetizes on the back. So the bit, you can get a full 1/4-inch bit in that little screwdriver, and that screwdriver is not meant for high torque applications. It's meant for low torque, very low torque. It's just fascinating because the hex inside, the whole thing that holds that, besides the magnet, is the plastic, whatever that kind of plastic it is, right there. So there's really, if you're torquing heavy with it, you could potentially damage that plastic, and you're out. I mean, it's not expensive, but it'll be out a little bit. If you have to reorder it or warranty, I don't know if I'm pretty sure this is a lifetime warranty, but still, kind of sucks. So just make sure that you guys realize that this is a low torque screwdriver. All right, next up is the Mac Tools version. So this one's actually a lot more heavy duty for their pocket screwdriver. It's a little wider, heavier. They both feel good in the hands. I mean, it's like a pick your poison for me. I like them both, but this Mac ones has the metal inside hex to be able to grab the bits, and it comes with double-ended bits. So one Phillips and slotted, the other one's Phillips and slotted. But thing about this is it's the way that they're oriented. So you can get a short version of the Phillips or the long version of the Phillips on depending on which bit you use. You put them in and you flip them around, and it'll turn like little. Here's an example of what I'm trying to say. So you put that part in the shorter version of the Phillips, or you can put the longer version on this one. So they're oriented opposite ways, so you can pick your poison as to which one you want. And here is, see, it's got the bolt detent, so it uses bolt detent to get in there, but you can't use a regular 1/4 inch shaft because it doesn't have that bolt detent. So to mitigate that, we're going to show you a kind of a hack. By the way, that's a 6-in-1. So 6-in-1 bits will fit into this because of that ball detent. So you can get a 6-in-1 bit and just go just like that. But we're going to show you the hack in a second. So if you have a 6-in-1 that has different bits, you can use that in that screwdriver without having to use any like adapters or anything like that. But we want to be able to use 1/4 inch screwdriver bits. So here is a hack that we have that can kind of fix that situation. So you remember the 8-in-1 Milwaukee new screwdriver here that we did a video on previously, and it's got those little 1/4 inch, like those little shanks in there that you can pull out. So it uses 1/4 inch bits on each side, which is good, but because of the pull detent, you can actually snap it in there, and now you have a 1/4 inch bit driver without having to worry about the ball detent, and that's your hack. And it holds in pretty decent. It's not the best hold. It's got a little bit of play, but very little. But it is a great hack as to a way to just be able to use this screwdriver with other bits. So it gives you versatility. And we're going to put that back in there. But yeah, so use that. I'm sure they sell aftermarket type of those kinds of adapters, but I haven't seen one. But I have the Milwaukee one there, so I can use that. All right, next up on the list is going to be Snap-on ratchets. So this is, I bought the 1/4 inch in green with the flex head. I love flex head ratchets, and I wanted a 1/4 inch. So we got the 1/4 inch. This thing is absolutely buttery smooth. There's like no back drag on this sucker. I mean, I can imagine what having a Koken ratchet would be. I got to get a Koken ratchet. But this thing is beast mode. This is probably one of the most smoothest ratchets I've ever had. I love that green Comfort Grip. I like Comfort Grip the best. Here's the 3/8 flex head. Love it. Absolutely love it. I couldn't get the green, so I ordered the red. I had to order the red because I think they're discontinuing them. And so they don't have the locking flex heads. They couldn't order them, so I just ended up getting the regular flex heads, which is fine. But I did kind of want the locking flex head, but this thing is also buttery smooth. It is quiet. It is amazing. And then I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I already did a review video. But this is the anniversary of our Independence Day ratchets, the 3/8. This is also an 80 tooth. So we got the shorter version and the longer version of the 3/8 ratchets, and I still haven't decided if I want to use these yet. Kind of up in the air because I know these are collector's items, but I may or may not use them, or I may just use one of them and not the other. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But at some point, we got to use these or not. I have to make a decision on that. But at least I have the other ones in the meantime I can use. But really awesome mechanism. It's the 80 tooth anniversary edition. We have the longer 3/8 here in anniversary. Beautiful ratchets. Now we have the 1/2 inch here. This one's, I think, a 17.5 inch long ratchet. But we were definitely able to get the green in it. And also this one's not locking flex head. It's just a regular flex head. This is slipping over the tape measure there. It was like 17.5 inches if I can remember correctly. Yeah, 17.5 inches. But it's an outstanding ratchet. Really smooth. The 80 tooth ratchets. Very, very wonderful comfort grip. I love the comfort grip. It's my favorite. I'm not particularly big on like the metal handled ratchets because I just don't feel comfortable with them. In the cold weather, sometimes if you gotta use a ratchet outside, those steel handles are gonna be brutal. Even if you're not wearing gloves. That's why I'd rather just have a comfort grip. You know, it'll keep things a lot more warmer for your hands. I know you still have to touch the ratchet, so I mean, at least you're mitigating some of the cold weather. Here is we picked up on the Mack truck, the 3/8 Mack flex head. They also discontinued the locking flex heads. I don't even know why they're doing that. It's like an awesome design. They both feel comfortable in the hand, by the way, the Snap-on and the Mack. I really like the curvature of the handle of the Mack, and they got a pretty good system. It is a little bit crunchy sounding when you're turning it. It's got a crunchy sound. Apparently now you can't hear it, but it is what it is. But the Snap-ons were a little bit quieter. But this one is a low back drag. It's the Max 90 ratchet, so it's got that Max 90 access 90 tooth, which makes it really nice. You definitely feel. But the only thing is, it's a little crunchy, but it is an outstanding ratchet. It's made in the USA. It's very comfortable to hold in the hand. It's got a screw at the bottom, like a hex Allen wrench screw at the bottom. You can unscrew and change the handles on this ratchet. Here it is. There's where the hex screw is. So you can remove that and just put a new different color handle if you want, which is awesome. You got choices. And there's nothing wrong with having many choices. But this is a worthy ratchet. I'm glad I have it. I want to get the 1/4 inch and the 1/2 inch just to use those and it's kind of split between the other ratchets I have. Another thing that we got is this 11 millimeter hex socket, and the thing about this is it's a pain is you can't just normally get a hex socket because it doesn't come in sets in the 11 millimeter because it's one of those oddball sizes. But Ford being Ford, because we drive Ford vehicles, we need an 11 hex millimeter. I ended up getting a Titan version on Amazon to use on the Ford vehicles, and I ended up also getting a gear wrench impact one. But as good as the Titan did well for me and performed, and the gear wrench, I kind of wanted a regular socket version in a better quality, like from the Titan. The Titan did perform well. It was very good. It was like $5-7, something like that. Then I bought it last year, and it was a good investment. But I wanted something a little bit more heavy duty, something with the lifetime warranty and everything like that. And I ended up getting one off the Snap-on truck. So now I can work with it. I might cut it down to make it like a stubby, but I don't know yet. It just depends on the need and the situation, because these things can get kind of pricey, but at least I know it's warranted and it's lifetime. So if I want to cut it down, I'll cut it down. But I don't know yet. At this point in time, I'm just going to leave it as is. And hopefully, we won't need to cut it down. I'll be able to access everything from the whole length. Here's another item that I've been wanting for a long time for my tool bags when I go to my jobs, is a mini file set. And these are made in Portugal, so they're not USA made. But Snap-on has a deal with whatever company this is to make these little files. And that uses a 3 3/4 or 3 3.5 inch file blade. But what makes these great is the size, because they're like a regular screwdriver sized, which is kind of what I was looking for, because I know normally with file sets they're usually like 8-10 inches long, even up to like 12 inches long, and it kind of defeats the purpose of putting them in your tool bag and stuff like that. And I'd rather go with these mini ones all day and every day because it fits, complements my tool bag pretty easy. I like to use tool bags a lot. I will use my rolling storage when I need to, depending on the job that I have to do. But for like everyday use, these small tools like this are beneficial when I'm doing my jobs. It is what it is. And then you get your pointed files, your square files, your files that are flat on both ends but come to a point. This one is your round, no, this is your half round file. And we already saw the little round file. And this is your traditional flat, all the way around rectangular shaped file. I may just bring one or two of these on each jobs because I don't need to bring the whole 6. And it comes in a nice little snap button bag case thing. And it's going to be a good product for us. Now we're going to move those pliers and we're going to get onto these Mac tools. So this was in last month's flyer for the January. And I've been already using this. I just kept the cardboard box for the purposes of to make this whole video. But otherwise, these boxes, the little sliding things are gone in the garbage. And we're going to show you what we got. So if you buy that ratcheting screwdriver that I'm opening up right now, you got the precision screwdriver set for free. So this was, I think, a 49, it's a 49 piece set or something like that with the ratcheting screwdriver. And this screwdriver has virtually no back drag. It's amazing. It's made in Taiwan. Yeah, 49 piece set, made in Taiwan. You can unscrew the cap and put bits in it. On the cap itself, you can put 7 bits in it, and it's deep enough that you might be able to squeeze a few more bits in there. So there's some room in there. Twist it back on. Very nice ratchet. Even, you know, Taiwanese made. It's good quality. Now the one thing, it comes with all these bits, including these like 6-inch style bits, and this is kind of ridiculous. It has those 2-inch bits too, but I wish that the shaft was removable and you can like switch off between the shaft, because if you take one of these long bits, look what happens. You get a long screwdriver, but it's kind of like you don't need that all the time. It's kind of ridiculous. They should have allowed it so you can take the shaft off and you can interchange with one of those 6-inch bits and just have like a standard length screwdriver. Traditional length is what I was kind of hoping for, but at least it comes with the 1-inch bits and the 2-inch bits. So that is, the purpose is fine. It's with these 6-inch bits that make things a little bit more awkward. I mean, I can understand if it was like those ones with those shafts with that you can like push in and out. That'd be kind of cool. Right, here's the free precision screwdriver set that I got. This is a 42 piece set. It was amazing. What a good deal for a tool truck. You know, this was a really good deal. So this is a 20 tooth precision screwdriver. The top of the screwdriver rotates, so it's easier to turn. It's really nice quality. I'm enjoying it. It's got all these 4mm bits. Ratcheting is a good mechanism. Like I said, 20 teeth. It's not the lightest back drag. It's got some back drag. I like the flexible 4mm bit adapter that goes in it for those hard to reach areas. You got all these different sizes of 4mm screwdriver bits. I like the set. It really pairs well with the ratchet because it's made in the same factory in Taiwan. They have the same identical look to them, except one's bigger, one's smaller. But there are other different differences. But for the most part, that precision screwdriver is a really good one, even though it's got the back drag. And you know, to pair with this, with the regular size screwdriver ratcheting, I got an RBRT 77 piece bit set. I've been wanting this for a while, and I'm glad I finally got it. It is a really awesome set. I mean, who doesn't like RBRT and aka grip edge? These are made in Taiwan, people. Not USA made, but I think the grip edge might also be made in Taiwan, but I'm not 100% sure. If you know, let me know in the comments. Here we are opening up the case with the bit set. There's all different kinds of bits. Now, they kind of not look like traditional bits. So some of these are like hex style, or the Torx, or the squares, or the triple squares. Everything's gonna look odd and shaped like weird, different. It's because it's the way it grabs the screw that's kind of like stripped out. So it's got all these little extra edges, extra like designs that are made to remove screwdrivers that have an issue of like stripping out or whatever, the head stripping out and you can't get it out. So that's why the grip edge is an amazing deal to have gotten, and to pair very well with the Mac ratcheting screwdriver, the bigger one, and it really will make a difference. I got this set because I do every once in a while run into a stripped out screw, and then you're gonna have to like use your twin grips, which I don't mind, but I rather use the screwdriver because leverage wise it's a lot easier and more comfortable on the hand than having to use the twin grips, even though the twin grips are outstanding and will do the job regardless. But these little bits are fantastic. Now, as far as the RBRT, like, it doesn't come with any Phillips or slotted bits because those wouldn't be able to be made in a version of the unlike like an ACR bit, you know what I mean? So I think it's a good trade-off. I mean, everything else is going to be those kinds of bits, and it's going to be a good pairing with my ratcheting screwdriver. I really like it. Okay, and now I think we're going to be moving on to the next thing. Or we're still talking about the bit set. Really nice bit set. All right, let's get on to this neck light. This is an Ezark neck light. I wanted the green one, so I ordered that. And I'm getting the neck light from my Mac Tools dealer. It's just a simple flashlight neck light that they invented, the neck light. It's just an on and off on the neck. On each side there's a button. It's nothing like spectacular, but it is comfortable. And if there's other companies that make neck lights, they have to pay royalties to Ezark, so because they have the patent on the neck light, and it's really cool. I like having it. A lot of lumens, and it frees up your hands from all these kinds of issues of, you know, visibility in a dark area. So I really like that Easy Red. Awesome. So we're moving on to this stubby screwdriver pouch. It is I think a 17 p and 1. So it comes with double-sided bits. It's a really tiny stubby screwdriver. Look how tiny that is. It's not from the same style of the ratcheting screwdrivers that we just showed you in the Precision and the regular ratcheting size screwdriver. This is a different kind of animal, and it comes with an awesome pouch that I actually use this pouch for my EDC carry. It's got a metal clip, which is awesome. That's my favorite style of EDC pouch, so I can just take it on and off and work from the little pouch itself. And here's the bits that it comes with. They may look kind of longish, but they're not really long. They're like a 3-inch bit, but look how far it goes in. And look, that's the only part that sticks out. They're double-sided, but the ratcheting mechanism is pretty good on these. There's some back drag, but not like the little precision screwdriver. It's got a little more back drag, but this is a really nice stubby screwdriver. And traditionally it's got the same, it's the forward to reverse, it's the reverse to forward, but I like that it has these slots for the bits. You put your screwdriver in that little, the handle in that little pocket, and you put it away and you're good to go. Here is the other one. Now this one is going to be a bigger screwdriver with 6-inch bits, but this is RBRT. So we're going to be doing an RBRT here in the same style of pouch as that red one, the little one. Definitely longer because you have the longer bits, but there is the handle. And I don't know if, you know, some of you toolies that really know are in the know, that handle looks familiar. it looks pretty close to something that we know, and we're going to be showing you in a second. There it is. The Craftsman, aka USG, aka Facom, aka Mac style of. That's the ratcheting screwdriver, where that's just the Mac Tools one right there is non-ratcheting, but this one has a hex on the side, so you can use it as a T-handle. The Proto and the Mac version of that handle, this handle right here, and the Facom offer a second ratcheting bit holder right there on the side, but this one doesn't have it, just a regular bit holder, but on the regular end of the screwdriver it is ratcheting. And so this one is, it's got like that bit holder shaft there, and it doesn't kind of really lock in. You have to like push it in with friction, and it's magnetic, so it's gonna do the job. But that is RBRT tips. That looks like a hex RBRT. This is me trying to get it in. Sometimes it's a little pain because it really, so it's so it can hold the bits in there a lot more, with a lot more purchase. Hold on, here we go. There it is. Got it in all the way. It is a really long shaft on those bits, but it's a 9-piecer. It's only single-sided, it's not double-sided. But it works. There's not much more you can do. I mean, it's a good Mac Tools one. There's your model number. There's a package that went in the garbage already. But this setup is really nice. I haven't used this one for EDC. I tried to, but I felt like it was too long. I'm glad I went with something shorter, but this is a really nice screwdriver set. RBRT definitely makes life easier, which is kind of what we want to see. And now we're doing the last overview of what we got of our mostly January haul. I'm really happy with these ratchets, like the snap-on ratchets and the Mac Tools ratchet. I'm very happy. I just got to get the 1/4" and 1/2" Mac Tools ratchet. So now, here's where I got to remind you guys that we are still doing a giveaway on that CC 11-piece deep impact socket set. So if you guys want to enter, make sure you are subscribed and leave a comment in that video. We're going to be doing a winner reveal on Wednesday. I haven't decided yet if I want to do a pre-recorded video or to do a live. I'm not sure yet. I haven't done a live yet by myself. I did it one with the Craftsman Cave, but just be advised that this is the giveaway, those CC 11-piece deep impact sockets, and they're quality-wise, they're very good quality. They remind me of the Pittsburgh matte ones because they're the matte style. So guys, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications, hype the videos. As always, CE Tool Den is out.